Good morning, dear students. My name is Kumar Gaurav. I welcome you all today. And I have already taught you chapter number 6 of your supplementary, The Fight. Today we are going to discuss about the next chapter, chapter number 8. Today I am going to start the chapter number 8, not 7. Okay. First, we will finish this chapter number 8, and after we will think about the chapter number 7, what will be there. Okay, maybe it will be deleted. Okay, I'll tell you after some time. Clear? So, chapter number 8, I'm going to discuss about. You can see chapter number 8. The name of chapter is Jalebis. Jalebis, yeah, jalebi. You have to study about the jalebi. You don't have to eat this. You have to only discuss about the stories. Stories of one school boy. I'm talking about one school boy, what he thoughts about the jalebi. Look at this. An honest boy is on his way to school carrying money in his pocket to pay the school fees. In this story, outline I'm just giving you. An honest boy. There was one honest boy is on his way to school. He has school fees, but he used the fees as eating the jalebis. For eating the jalebis, the sight of these syrupy jalebis in the market excites him, and the coins in his pocket begin to jingle. After a long debate with himself, he yields to sweet temptation. Okay, so start it. I hope everyone has book. Are you ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3, start. Start this story. It happened many years ago, a long time. I was in the fifth standard. The the writer said, I was in the fifth standard at the government school. The government school means first you have to write down the fifth standard. Fifth standard. Standard. Okay, the author was in the fifth standard, and the village name or the school where it was the school in Kambalpur. Kambalpur. Okay, in Kambalpur. Okay, Kambalpur. Clear? And now called Attack. This time the place name is Attack. Clear? One day I went to school with 4 rupees in my pocket to pay the school fees and the fund. Okay? And when I got there, I found that the teacher who collected the fees, Master Ghulam Muhammad. The name of the teacher, Master Ghulam. Who was the master? Master Ghulam Muhammad. Okay, was on leave, and on the fees would be collected the next day. When the writer went to the school in his childhood with fee, there was no teacher. The teacher was on leave. That's why the fee would be collected on the next day, and he came back. All through the day, the coins simply sat in my pocket, he said. But once school got over, I was outside. They began to speak. Miss Coins began to speak. It is very surprisingly said. All right, coins don't talk. They jingle, go khanak khanak khanak. Means author used to keep the coins, keep quiet, but coins were jingling and saying khanak 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 khanak. But I'm telling you, the day they actually spoke, one coin said, what are you thinking about? Look at those fresh hot jalebis. Look at those fresh hot jalebis coming out of the khadaun in the shop over there. Look at there. They are not coming out for nothing. Jalebis are meant to be eaten. Jalebis are meant to be eaten only those with money in their pocket. You can see the picture of this author in his childhood. He was running on the way, going on the way, and in their pocket can eat them, and money isn't for nothing. Money is to me is spent. Money is to be spent. Only they spend it who likes jalebis. You don't like jalebis. Look here, you 4 rupees. I said to them, I am a good boy. Don't misguide me, okay? Author said to the 4 rupees, don't misguide me. I am a good boy. It won't be good for you. I get so much at home that I consider even looking at something in the bazaar a sin. It is just like a sin. Bad work. Besides, you are my fees and fund money. You are my fees and fund money. I can't spend you for eating jalebi. If I spend you today, how shall I show my face to Master Ghulam Muhammad? Ghulam Muhammad. Okay? And in school tomorrow, after that to Alamiya at Qayamat. You probably don't know it, but when Master Ghulam Muhammad gets angry, makes you stand on the bench. He simply forgets to let you sit till the last bell rings. You simply stand on the. And so it's best you stop chafing at my ears like this and let me go home straight. Let me go home straight. Don't do khanak khanak. Don't do khanak khanak. The coins disliked what I said so much that all of them began to speak at the same time. Eyes wide with surprise at me and my pocket, the coin of those days. The raised thing made so much more noise too. Finally, in a panic, I grabbed all 4 of them. Means author caught all 4 of them, held them tight in my fist, and they were silent. All coins were silent. You know, when author fixed in the fist, okay? And next, after taking a few steps, I loosened my grip, immediately the oldest coin said. The oldest. How many coins were there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oldest coin said to author. Okay. Here we are trying to tell you something for your own good and you try to struggle us instead. Here we are going to tell you something for your goodness and you made us struggle. Tell me honestly now, don't you feel like eating those hot jalebis? Tell me. Do you like jalebis? Do you want to eat? And then if you do end up spending as for today, won't you get the scholarship money tomorrow? The oldest coin said, if you spend us today, you will not get a scholarship. If you get a scholarship, when you get a scholarship, you can deposit your fee. End of story. And sweets with fees money and fees with scholarship money. He suggested, means the coin suggested to author, sweets with the fees money and fees with the scholarship money. End of story. Kissa khatam, paisa hajam. Okay? What you are saying, isn't it right? I replied, but isn't that wrong either? Listen, stop blabbering and let me think. I'm not a common sort of boy. I'm not a common sort of boy, but then the jalebis are no common sort of jalebis. They are crisp. Jalebis are full of recipe, fresh, full of sweet syrup. Go and take and try to eat. My mouth watered, the author said. But I wasn't about to be swept away so easily. In school, I was among the most promising students. In the fourth standard exams, I had even won a scholarship of 4 rupees a month. Besides, I came from a particularly well-to-do family, so I enjoyed considerable prestige. I would never once been beaten so far. On the contrary, Masterji had got me to beat the other boys, and for a child of such status, standing there in the middle of the bazaar eating jalebis. I have a status, the author said. He had status, that's why he can't. But the suggestion, with the help of suggestion of coins, it wasn't right. I decided. I clenched the rupayas in my fist and came home. Okay, I hope you can see this picture of market, how the author is just trying to buy the jalebis. Okay, we are going to end this first part. The coins were so keen on being spent that day, they kept up their attempts at persuasion until their voices began to choke. When I reached home and sat on the bed, they began to speak. I went inside to have lunch, and they began to sulk. Truly fed up, I rushed out of the house barefoot and ran toward the bazaar. Terrified I was, but quickly I told the halwai to weigh a whole paper worth of jalebi. His astonished look seemed to be asking where I had the handcart in which I carry all those jalebis. Those were inexpensive times. 1 rupee faced more than 20 rupees does nowadays. That time 1 rupee equal to this time 20 rupees. The halwai opened a whole newspaper and heaped a pile of jalebis on it and gave it to author. In this way he got the jalebi. Means by this is the newspaper and jalebis. He got. Who got? Who got news jalebis? The author got. Okay. So I hope you understood the first part of this story. After that we have second and third part, and revise 2 minutes. Then I'll start second. Clear? Okay, students. I hope you understood the first part. In the second part, we are going to discuss about just as I was gathering up the heap. In the distance, I spotted a Tonga, just like Tonga, you know. Chacha John was returning from court. I clutched the jalebis to my chest and ran into a gully. When I reached a safe corner, I began to devour the jalebi. I ate so many jalebis. Anyone praised my stomach a little, jalebis would have popped out of my ears and nostril. He got a lot of jalebis. If anyone pushed the stomach of author, the jalebis will come out from the nostril, from the ears. okay, from the mouth, you know. And look at this. And now very quickly boys from the entire neighborhood assembled in the gully. By that time I was so pleased with my stomach full of jalebi that I got into the mood for some fun. I started handing out jalebis to the children around, and delighted they ran off, jumping and screaming into the gullies, and soon a whole lot of other children appeared. A lot of children appeared there, and he started to distribute all. And probably having heard the good news from the others, I dashed to the halwai and bought one more rupees worth of jalebis, came back and stood on the chabutara of one of the houses, liberally distributing jalebis to the children, just like the governor Sahib used to distribute rice to the poor and needy on Independence Day. And same, just like a governor Sahib, he used to distribute the jalebi to all the children in the gully. By now there was a huge mob of children around me. The beggars to launch an assault. If children would be elected to the assembly, my success would have been assured, that because one little signal from my jalebi's welding hand, and the mob would have been willing to kill and get killed for me. I bought jalebis for the remaining 2 rupees as well and distributed them. In this way, he spent whole money, whole 4 rupees. First rupee he got, second he distributed, and third and fourth he distributed all. And I bought jalebis for the remaining 2 rupees as well, distributed them. Then I washed my hands and mouth at public tap and returned home. In this way, he went to the home and putting on such innocent face by making as if I hadn't even seen the hint of jalebis all my life. Jalebis I had gobbled up easily enough, but digesting them became another matter. Eating is the matter, and the second matter is digesting them. With every breath came a birth. With every birth, the danger of bringing out a jalebi or two, the fear was killing me. At night, I had to eat my dinner as well. If I hadn't eaten, I would have been asked to explain why did I not any food, and if I had pretended illness, the doctor would have been summoned, and if the doctor came after feeling my pulse, had declared, Munna has devoured a mound of jalebis, I would simply die. The result was that all night I lay, coiled up like a jalebi. Like a jalebi, he just lay down and suffering a stomach ache, okay, pain in stomach he was feeling. And thank God I didn't have to eat all of 4 rupees worth of jalebi by myself. Otherwise, as they say, when children speak, flowers shower from their mouths. But I would be the first child in the world with those every word crisps, fried jalebis would come out. He said, if he had eaten the fourth of jalebis, 4 rupees of jalebi whole from his mouth, the sour of flowers not, sour of jalebis came out, will come out. Okay? Children don't have stomachs. They have digestion machine. My machine too kept working right through the night. In the morning, just like any other day, I washed my face, and like a virtuous student with chalk and slate in hand, I headed for school. Author headed for the school, and once I had paid the fees with that amount, the jalebis would be completely digested. But when I got to school, I found out the scholarship was going to be paid the following month. Announcement surprised the author. The scholarship was going to be paid to the students in the following day, following month, not following day. and my head started to spin in this way. Means the author was just feeling very bad, felt as if I was standing on my head and couldn't get onto my feet again even if I tried. Master Ghulam Muhammad announced that the feast would be taken during the ration. When the races bell rang, I tucked my bag under my arm and left the school, simply followed my nose and walking on and on. If no mountain or ocean blocked my path, I would have kept going till the earth ended and the sky began. And once I got there, means he ran and ran and ran. If there is no any mountain, he would not stop. If there will be no any ocean, the boy would not stop. He only ran and ran and ran. And I would say to Allah Mia, just this once save me once. He said to God once, Allah Mia, save me once, order a farista to pass by and drop just 4 rupees in my pocket. I promise I'll use them only to pay my fees and don't eat jalebi. I never eat jalebi. I couldn't reach the point where the earth ended, but definitely reached the point where the Kambalpur railway station began. He went to there. And elders had warned me never to cross the railway track. Fine, the elders had also warned me the ones must eat sweets with one's feast. And how did this instruction escape my mind that day? I don't know. I don't know. The author was very surprised. Now he was at the railway station of Kambalpur thinking that he had done something wrong. With fee money, he ate sweet. Now what could he do? After races, the fee will be taken. Okay. In the second part is over, students. Now we are going to discuss about the third part. In the third part, we will listen and understand about this story. Okay. Revised. Okay, in the third paragraph, we are going to discuss about third paragraph. What will be? There was a shade giving tree beside the railway tracks. As you know, this author means this boy was where? Kambalpur station. And I sat under it and wondered whether there could possibly be a more unfortunate child than me in this world. And when the coins had first created a rocket in my pocket, the entire matter seemed so simple and straightforward. If jalebis with the fees money and the pay with scholarship money, I thought that 2 and 2 added up to 4 could never be 5. Now this time, he was again mistaken. How was I to know that sometimes it added up to 5 as well, had I known that I would get the scholarship the next month? He was very sad for what he has done. He has done wrong. I would have postponed my jalebis eating program to the next month as well. Now for the crime of eating few jalebis, for the first time in my life, I was absent from school. First time the author was absent from the school because of jalebis. He had eaten the jalebis, that's why he. And crouching in the shade of a tree in a deserted corner of the railway station, sitting there under tree, at first I felt like crying. Firstly, he was feeling crying because he had done wrong. You know, he had done wrong. Then I felt like laughing when it struck me, and the tears I was shedding were not tears but drop of jalebi syrup. What? He was crying. The tears are not tears, they are syrup of jalebis. He was feeling. From the jalebis, my thoughts went to the feast, and from feast to Master Ghulam Muhammad's cane, and from his cane, I thought of God. He was thinking about the God. I closed my eyes and began to pray. Hey God, please give me 4 rupees. He was thinking, Allah Mia, I'm very good boy. I'm very good boy. I have memorized the entire namaz and I even known the last 10 surahs of Quran by heart. If you wish, I can recite the entire Ayat al-Kursi for you just now. He was just praying to God. The need of your dear servant is only the feast for 4 rupees. I ate the jalebi with. So all right, I made my mistake and I didn't eat them all by myself. Thou I fed them to a lot children too. And but yes, it was a mistake. He said, yes, it was my mistake. Even I have just distributed the jalebis to the children, but it is my mistake. I am just accepting it. And if I would known the scholarship money would be given the next month, I would neither have eaten them nor fed them to the others. Now you do one thing, just put 4 rupees in my bag. If there's a paisa more than 4 rupees, I will be very displeased with you. I promise if I never ever sit with my fish money again, then a thief's punishment be my punishment. He said, if I did this kind of work again, give me any kind of punishment. And so Allah Mia, just this once, help me out. There is no shortage of anything in your treasury. You have a lot of money. You can give me at least 4 rupees. Even for our chaprasi takes a whole lot of money home every month. And Allah ji, after all, I am the nephew of big officer. And won't you give me just 4 rupees? Won't you give me just 4 rupees? After the prayer, I offered namaz, recited 10 surah, ayat al-Kursi, kalam tayyab. In fact, everything that I remember, then I blew over my back saying choo, choo, and then said, then after saying Bismillah, I realized that what they said was only true, and no one can erase what fate has decreed. Forget 4 rupees, there weren't even 4 paisa in my bag, just a few textbooks and notebooks, one pencil, one sharpener, one ID card my mamu had sent me last ID. There was nothing. Doing prayer, but he got nothing. I felt like crying as loudly as I could, but then I remembered that the school must have ended. The children must be on their way home, tired and defeated. I got up from there and walked to the bazaar, waited for the school bell to ring, and so that when the children came out, I would too walk home with them as if I come straight from school. I didn't even realize that I was standing near the jalebis wala shop. Suddenly the halwai called, "Kyo bhai?" Suddenly the halwai called the author, "Kyo bhai? Shall I weigh rupees? दे दो आज भी 1 रुपए का. Don't want jalebi today. आज नहीं चाहिए क्या? In this way, I felt like saying I won't eat your jalebis today, but I'm like sure to roast your liver and eat that instead. But I wasn't feeling too, and I simply moved away. Arthur simply moved away from there. He was feeling very sad. The next day I did the same thing. I got dressed and left home, went up to the school gate and turned up to the railway station under the same tree, and I sat and began to say that same prayer. I repeatedly pleaded and Allah Mia. Again he did same work. At least give it to me today. Today is the second day. He said, all right, come and let's play a game. I'll go from here to that signal you secretly place ₹4 under the big rock and I'll touch the signal and come back. What fun it will be. He just used to play game with God. He used to go to touch the signal and came back. He would come back and see the money was there or not. I mean, he made the condition to the God, rock and find ₹4 underneath. So are you ready? I'm going toward the signal 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and then run. I went up to the signal and returned smiling, but I could not find the courage to pick up the rock. What if the coins were not there? But then I thought, what if they were? Finally, after saying Bismillah, when I lifted up the rock, this big hairy Om got up and curling and twisting wrinkled toward me. I screamed and ran away and once again touched the signal and then crawling on my hands and knees when he came by crawling. I reached the tree. I tried my best not to let my eyes stray toward the rock, but as the author went up to the bag, was about to leave, I had to look once again at the rock. Do you know what I saw? I saw Mr. Om quiet on it, comfortably staring at me. Mr. Om, earthworm, Mr. Om. Okay, in this way. And I walked away thinking tomorrow I'll do waju wear then clothes and come here from morning to noon. I will keep reading the namaz. If even after that Allah doesn't give me ₹4, I will be forced to learn how to strike bargains or make deals with him. After all, if my Allah does not give me ₹4, who will give me? That day, when I returned home, apparently from school, actually from the railway station, I was caught. The report of my absence reached home. It's useless to relate what happened after that. Everyone knew about what he had done. Well, whatever happened, happened. But up to the 7th or 8th standard, I kept wondering if Allah may had sent me ₹4 that day, what harm could it have possibly caused anyone? It was only later that I came to the conclusion that if Allah Mia were to provide all for the asking, the man would even today be living in the next like vultures, crows and would not have learned the art of making jalebis. Means if Allah may have helped to everyone, no one will work. That's why in this chapter we understood, this chapter is written by Ahmed Nadeem Qureshi and Ahmed Nadeem Qasmi. Okay, so I hope you understood about the Jalebi chapter. You know story, you know this story, and I'm just giving you brief summary of Hindi of this story. You know students, इस चैप्टर में एक ऑथर है जो अपने स्कूल के फी को लेकर के सबमिट करने जाते हैं और उनके जेब में ₹4 रहते हैं। और जैसे ही स्कूल में फी सबमिट करने के लिए जाते हैं, उस दिन उनके टीचर गुलाम मोहम्मद साहब जी अब्सेंट रहते हैं। गुलाम मोहम्मद जो उनके टीचर थे, और इसलिए वो जब बाहर आते हैं, स्कूल से वापस जाते हैं, तो उनको रास्ते में ये दिख रहा है कि जलेबी छन रहे थे और उनके ₹4 खनक खनक कर रहे थे कि जल्दी से उस जलेबी को देखो, जितनी हॉट जलेबी है, और जल्दी से इस ₹4 को खर्च करो और खाओ जलेबी को। इन्होंने कई बार अपने आप को रोकने की कोशिश की, लेकिन रोक नहीं पाते हैं दोस्तों। और ये किसी तरह से इस सबसे बड़े क्वाइंस, जो ये इमेजिनेशन करते हैं कि क्वाइंस इनको सजेशन दे रहे हैं, अरे जलेबी आज खा लो फीस के मनी से और कल फीस भर देना स्कॉलरशिप के मनी से। ये सोच कर इन्होंने जलेबी ₹1 का खा लिया, और जब पेट भर खा लिया तो इन्होंने जलेबी को बांटना शुरू किया, और एक एक करके ₹4 इन्होंने खर्च कर दिए। और जब ₹4 खर्च कर दिए तो दूसरे दिन ये स्कॉलरशिप के पैसे से फीस भरने वाले थे, लेकिन क्या हुआ, दूसरे दिन उन्होंने देखा कि स्कॉलरशिप के पैसे जो थे दोस्तों, जो स्कॉलरशिप के पैसे थे ना, वो अब अनाउंसमेंट हो चुका था कि वह नेक्स्ट महीने मिलेगा। ये घबरा जाते हैं, और गुलाम मोहम्मद सर जी ने ये अनाउंसमेंट किया कि रिसर्च के बाद फीस लेंगे। और रिसर्च के बाद ऑथर फरार, और भागते भागते इतने तेज भागते हैं कि रेलवे कमलपुर रेलवे स्टेशन के पास जाकर रुक जाते हैं, वहाँ पेड़ के पास रुक जाते हैं और वहीं पर अल्लाह मियाँ से प्रे करते हैं, सारे नमाज पढ़ते हैं, सारी प्रेयर करते हैं, बहुत सारे तरकीबें अपनाते हैं कि किसी तरह वो अपनी गलती को भी एक्सेप्ट करते हैं। वो कहते हैं कि मैंने जलेबी खुद नहीं खाया, अकेले खाया, लेकिन अकेले ही नहीं खाया, बच्चों को भी बांटा, बहुत सारे लोगों को भी बांटा, लेकिन गलती तो मेरी ही थी, गलती तो इनकी ही थी। और इन्होंने सोचा था कि स्कॉलरशिप के मनी से फीस को सबमिट कर देंगे, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं हुआ दोस्तों। और इस तरह से ये अनेबल हुए और स्कूल से गैप करते गए, अंततः इन्हें रियलाइज हुआ कि अल्लाह मियाँ इनकी मदद नहीं करेंगे। बहुत सारी तरकीबें अपनाए कि अल्लाह मियाँ प्लीज 4 रुपए दे दो, अगर 4 रुपए दे दिए होते तो मेरे साथ ऐसा नहीं होता। अंततः रिपोर्ट, इनके एब्सेंटी का रिपोर्ट इनके फादर मदर के पास पहुंच जाता है। और फिर इसके बाद आप समझ ही सकते हैं, इन्होंने कोई और भी चर्चा नहीं किया। तो आई होप कि आपको ये स्टोरी समझ में आई और आप अच्छे से इसके क्वेश्चन आंसर भी बना सकते हो एंड यू कैन राइट डाउन योरसेल्फ। आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड दिस स्टोरी। थैंक यू वेरी मच, हैव अ नाइस डे, टेक केयर, बाय बाय।